Oops. Almost. Almost. It almost worked. Hello, everyone. Almost. I was this close to getting it correct. Unfortunately, my timing was slightly off on my go live button, so that's why the intro got cut off there. Hello, everyone. Welcome to D&D Night on DDOstream. Every Sunday night, 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern, we do D&D Tabletop right here with DDO players, the likes of which we'll be introducing very, very shortly. I do want to mention that D&D Night on DDOstream is sponsored by Fantasy Grounds. You can go to fantasygrounds.com to learn more. They are the most supported virtual tabletop, and you can get a free license to play with your friends. So check it out, fantasygrounds.com. We want to thank them for their sponsorship. This is part 3 of Cantrip. This will be the final part of Cantrip here tonight. This is a 3-parter. After this month, the third weekend will be open to someone else, most likely. I may also do a one-shot. I think I'm doing a one-shot next month. That's a possibility, depending on what's going on. So stay tuned for that. Nonetheless, you can find Tabletop every Sunday with a rotating cast, and we do have a Discord as well. D&D Night, you should be able to find that. All right. Before we get to the story, let's introduce the people. First up, let's say hello to Lee.
Hi, everyone. This is Lynn from DDO Sunday with Alex and Lynn. And I'll be playing Lee, who is a half-elf warlock with a little pseudo-dragon.
Next up is Nashtai.
Oh, hey, that's me. I almost forgot my name. I am Even Note of formerly of streaming with Even on Sunday nights, but my schedule got busy, so I'm not doing that anymore. But I still have my own Twitch channel, which but you don't probably care about. I still have my own channel, but and there's not much else you really need to know.
Sorry, I think I might have had a brief feedback loop there, but I got that problem solved. I had one of my Twitch sources was unfortunately active for a second. Okay. Nonetheless, that was Nashtai Even Note. Also, Nimvind.
Hello, I'm Nimvin, and I'm playing Nimi de Galanda, Haveling Dragon Marked of House Galanda.
All right. Finally, rounding out the group is Oro.
Hi, this is Alex with Alex and Lynn on DDO Sunday, and I'm playing Oro Rococo, the Mind Wizard.
All right, so what is Cantrip about? For those who are just joining us perhaps for the first time, welcome. You can find parts 1 and 2 on our Twitch page and along with our YouTube page. So what happened is a group of adventurers flush with coin back from a difficult, dirty, monster-killing adventure came back to a small town in Eberron. This takes place in a kind of a general, almost Western-style Eberron location, but not really. It's really just kind of in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere, and some very rural trade towns. They arrive to find a whole group of people all aflutter around this inn. And the reason for that is there was a person selling for 1,000 gold the promise that if they drank a potion, they would be able to cast any cantrip that exists. The group arrived, not knowing this, of course, but quickly realizing that people were casting cantrips around them. They went to go and meet the person, Aaron, who is a fine young person, perhaps a little bit too fine and young, a little suspicious. Why would this person be doing this? What is their real motive? And the group quickly discovered that there may be a tie to a group of mind control and otherwise influential people called The Inspired. And I'm going to let someone from the party take it from there.
So we struck up a deal with this young person, and that the next day we were going to come by and purchase and help distribute these scrolls that allowed people to cast cantrips at will, which are probably a device on how to get this inspired to get more Corey to come in through the Dalcor, or the plane of dreams. Nimi said something about Serlona, which got them suspicious. They sent some assassins and some orc half-orc bards at us, and we retreated to our magnificent mansion and questioned some of these would-be assassins. We found out they were cultists of the Inspired, very low tier. And then it didn't get anywhere. Nimi de Galanda contacted his contacts in House Galanda, and they said to hold because they were also investigating this. And we, before we left the house, our warlock sent her familiar out to scout, and at that moment, before the screen fade to black, you heard the cultist call, "There they are."
They had been attacked through an initial charm by these two bards who appeared to be twins and were clearly part of this gang, perhaps, or whatever group is doing the selling. The group themselves appeared to be perhaps a group of traveling salespeople. But something was very strange about this Aaron guy in particular. As a matter of fact, his name itself is a little bit strange in that whenever you hear it, it sounds slightly different. However, you did take them into, as you said, Learman's tiny mansion and interrogated them until they basically broke free and you were forced to kill them. Now, outside, there was a group of people who were afraid, in part due to your own fear aura that had been cast, but people who were basically just bailing out of the area because it was the end of the day as well, and things were starting to look a little rough since there was an attack going on. That attack ultimately being you guys against a couple of the gang members. They know where you came in. They know where your pseudo-dragon came out. They think they know where you are, and you're now in a position where you're in a standoff. One thing you do have on your side is time. You do have plenty of time, another 16 hours or so, at least, in your house before it disappears, and then you would be forced into the other area. So you do have plenty of time if you want to take, like, say, a long rest. Probably a good idea. We may have even already done that, but
I think we already did. Yeah.
So
yeah, we must have. I've got my spell slots back.
So what would you like to do? It's about, let's just say, 6-8 hours later, probably nighttime. You could try another peek if you want. Or whatever. I don't know. You tell me.
Well, Nibbler had just flown out, so he's above the crowd. And the plan was he was going to look around and see what was up and let me know so I could pass it on. So,
right. So
I guess let's start with, what does he see?
All right, so Nibbler reports back to you. Let me quick call up a map. In a minute, you should be able to see this. You may see some of the people on the map. I don't know if you're going to see all of them, however. It's a general example of where they are. Maybe not 100%, but a general example of where Nibbler is seeing people just kind of lounging around, waiting for you. Let me know when you all can see the map.
I got it.
You can see it.
Nibbler even sees, perched atop the inn, that over to kind of the side, the corner there, is perhaps Aaron himself. Someone that at least looks quite a bit like him.
Perched on top of the inn?
Well, I'm saying the pseudo-dragon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of found a reconnaissance point up towards the top of the inn and was able to sort of scout around and is telling
I
you
see.
sort of what in general they are seeing. Like I say, the positions may not be 100% from where you come in and out, but generally what it's looking like. It looks like...
I misunderstood. I thought you said Aaron was perched on top of the inn. I was
no,
like, well,
Aaron,
that's odd.
You can see Aaron kind of crouched, actually, doing something. over by that tree, but you don't know what. It can't.
He's
It's
doing
not
something
sure.
by the tree.
It's maybe digging.
All right, I will share as much detailed information with the group as I can so we can make a plan here. All right, where's our door? Can you put a little mark?
Well, I was going to ask you that as well, but my memory, I went through last week's show and tried to remember where we had put it, was about where that tree is, just off to the left. Am I correct in that?
I think it's right in front of the fine upstanding individual who looks kind of like a half orc.
Yeah, it was across the street, across the path.
Oh, that's where you went in? Down kind of by that southern building almost? Like kind of kitty corner-ish to... Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's about where I was thinking it was.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I may briefly change things around just a little bit then. Can you all see that? No.
Yes, I can.
All right, let's just say...
Well, I can see the 10 by 10 thing.
That's where it comes out, right? If I recall correctly.
Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah. Good enough.
So we'll say you can basically spawn at any point in that square that you would prefer.
All right, guys. Aaron's over there burying something, maybe? And there's a bunch of, I'd say, a dozen people at least milling about here looking for us.
Well, it sounds like that we would probably have to dig ourselves out of this situation. But you know, I'm a great healer and I'm a great support person, and you obviously can bring the wrath.
But a dozen people and there are only 4 of us?
They're people. We just got done killing an Altiog.
This is true.
And
I still haven't gotten the stink out of my cloak.
Do these look like fine upstanding townspeople or fine upstanding people that are with Aaron?
All the finding upstanding people are with Aaron, as far as you can tell.
Okay. So
They're all
there's
fine,
not like
citizens.
Joe the grocer out
Yeah.
there that we're going to accidentally kill.
No, they all look like they could, if you knew what a photograph was, they all look Instagram worthy.
Okay. All right. I don't think there are many, if any, like civilians out there. I think it's mostly people involved.
Correct.
So
That's what. I'm sorry. What was the name of the character? The pseudo dragon again?
Nibbler.
Yeah, that's what Nibbler is telling you. Is that it looks like in 1, it's dark now. 2, there are sort of torch lights around the area. I'm just kind of representing that on the map. It's a dark map now. It's darkness. Most of the townspeople are gone, whether forcibly or not, by this gang, and it looks like most of the gang that you can see is just kind of milling around waiting for you to come out because they know you're going to come out eventually. Remember, the innkeeper last you saw was inside of the inn, but perhaps somewhat trapped so, because he was saying that Aaron himself was staying there. Does that mean that there may be a back entrance?
I think we should find out.
oh, that's worthy of investigation.
I'm going to give you folks really just some... we're in character, but out of time. Let's put it that way. And I'm going to give you, like, say, 5 minutes to just kind of brainstorm, discuss, propose any ideas you want to do for either, whatever it is you want to do, whether it's a full-scale attack or some other kind of solution out there, you let me know. But we'll just kind of go out of time. We'll just say you guys discuss for a little while, and that'll be this discussion here.
I can cast invisibility and hope that they can't see us, and we can just do our thing. But they're kind of scattered around us, so we're gonna have to be very, very careful where we go.
So, Nimi, you can control who's allowed to come in here, right? Can we
Yep.
lure all these people in here while we, like, if we stand to the left of the door here and we're like, free donuts, and everybody comes running in, and then we sneak out?
I'm pretty sure that they are knowledgeable of their intents. You know what I'm saying? They're obviously know that we're here. And I mean, we can lure them in not with donuts, but with hopes to kill us, and then
Well,
I
let's hope
can.
those hopes don't pan out because there are, for what it sounds, significantly more of them than of us.
Well,
We could lure them in like by ones and twos and like knock them out.
well, you see, the enchantment of this area is that I control it, the layout and everything. Even the people in here, they're just phantasms of my imagination. So what I
Wait.
could do is
Can you send these phantasms out to attract them?
they can't leave the area, but I can make this place a labyrinth.
Ooh, make it made of mirrors.
Yeah,
I like that.
a mirror labyrinth. I can send them in. It's like, hey, come get us, big boys. They can come in and they can get lost, and then we can walk out.
I like it. And
Well-
we'll just get as many of them in here as we can.
I
and try
can't
and
think
take
of anything better.
Oro, you got anything?
It's either that or we make a distraction to pull them all to one, like group them away.
Better yet, to split them up.
Yeah, that's true. We can bring some to the labyrinth, and we can blow up a building over there, and see who bites what.
Well, if we blow up a building, there might be like some harmless farmers in there or something.
Yes, we don't want to hurt the innocent.
I mean, they're probably already have brain worms in them from these scrolls. We're probably saving their lives, and probably even their families. God knows what you would do to your family if you had a brain worm controlling you. What we can do, and I'm pretty sure my house will reimburse any farmer who lost any property. I hope. We could just set up two distractions. I can invis one, or the Oro can probably invis and go out there and do something, and then I can pop my beautiful face out and bring them into here, shape this place as a mirror labyrinth, and we can figure it out.
Okay, so if we lure at least as many as we can in here, and Oro, if you can lure the rest to the left, then the rest of us can go to the right and see what that guy's doing.
Oh yeah. Okay. There we go. All right. Let me interject quick though. How does that work on as per the spell? Is it only people you? I thought it was only people you can invite them, but why would they go inside your tiny hut? Your mansion? Why would they do that?
To kill us, maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna see if their mob mentality will work in our favor.
And it's a Mordraken's magnificent mansion. It's a little bit brownier than a hut.
All right. So, just
room for
reading
like
it real quickly
150
then.
people or something.
Like Nimi, you can act like you're trying to run out and then be like, "Oh crap!" and run back in, but leave the door open.
Well, or how about this? I step out and see what they want. I'll of course already have this place set up for a maze, and Oro can sneak out. You got invisibility, right?
No.
I'll cast invisibility on you, and you sneak out. Actually, I'll cast invisibility. I think I can cast it in a way where I can get you.
Okay.
All right, that's a pretty good plan. So your plan is to basically have someone out invisible, someone out public, basically say, "Hey, let's talk."
Yeah, I'll go out there and talk. I will use 1/3 level spell slot and a regular second one to invis my party, and they can either stay in or sneak out, whichever's clever. I go say, hey, what's all this? Don't you want my business? And see what they want. Maybe they'll attack me. If not, if they do, I'll step in and maze out. Right? Sounds good.
Yeah, I've moved them on the map to where they actually are at the moment that you come out. So, I'm going to put Oro on the map, right?
Yep.
And I'm going to put Nimi on the map. And Oro, you are invisible.
Isn't everyone but Nimi invisible at this point?
Yeah, I cast it on 3rd
Did-
level to get 2 people, and 2nd level to get another person before I stepped out.
Okay.
But you guys, are you guys gonna stay in, or are you guys gonna come out with Oro?
I'm
Am
gonna
I
go.
invis?
Yeah, you're all in this.
I will venture out
Don't move
if I
yourself
am
too far there,
invised.
Oro.
What's that?
Don't move yourself too far. That might be a little
Okay.
far, but I'll put you back around here. It does look like it largely seems to have worked, but I don't want to get too far because they're going to react right away to Nimi, right?
Right.
I'll make sure my pouch of gold and looted gold even is in my front pocket, like I'm about to come out and make a purchase.
That's
And I
good.
think
That's good.
Nashtai and I, should we step out just before him and go to like either side so we can kind of be back up that they don't know is there?
Sounds wise.
Okay.
All right. So I will place the rest of you on the map. Just a second. And you need to be within 15 feet of Nimi, but I will let you basically move you where you want to be. It looks like you've got a few seconds. They're just kind of staring at Nimi like they can't believe that he came out with so many of them there. They're all carrying what appears to be homemade weapons, clubs, knives, maybe a sword. Oh God, maybe a lot of swords. And they're definitely been waiting for you. So, but you have, like I said, about 5 seconds. So go move you guys to where you need to be, or that's about as far as you can get.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with where I'm at.
I'm just getting out of the way of anybody that might rush forward.
Same.
All right, I am going to give you, Nimi, the element of surprise. You get to lead, and then we will do initiative. What are you going to do at the start here?
I would like to use communication skills. Oh, I thought I was supposed to skip the line. The line came in front of my house. I got the gold right here. What's up, everybody? What's lit, fam, or whatever you young kids say.
All right, why don't you give me a whatever it is you want to do, roll of some kind.
Win the game roll.
Nice.
All right, not too bad. Not too bad at all. There, you can see a couple of them are maybe a little confused. The orc upstanding citizen near you says, "Wait a second, that's one of them that took out." And he starts to say, and then stops. So clearly, he almost said a name, but he must have seen you take out the bards,
Oh, you could
or at
check
least
me.
drag them in.
You could check me. I'm actually a pacifist. I'm a bartender and an alcohol brewer. I work for a House Galanda. We weren't even physically applied in the war. If you're talking about my acquaintances, I kicked them out. They bloodstained me couch. The horrible crimes that they've committed against citizens.
That's as far as I'm going to let you go, because this fine, upstanding citizen behind you goes and grabs you. You're just kind of briefly grappled. Has a knife to your neck, saying, "And where are they?" Roll for initiative.
Oh, googly boogly.
Well, isn't that typical?
Dope.
Well, I can't borrow your halfling luck.
You should have rubbed me on you before you woke up.
I'm actually going to do one thing. I'm going to re-roll your initiative, see if that helps, because I want to roll someone else's too. There we go. Okay. Still, some of them did pretty good.
I was gonna say, there's still a whole bunch of them in front of us.
Yeah, Thug 2 is out of sight.
All right, I'm trying to actually see the map a little myself here. I see where Thug 3 is. Thug 3 is looking around, does not see you, Oro, but comes barreling in to attack, slams into you, and stumbles over and falls back. I don't see... Okay, it must be the end of the round. So, Thug 2 here looks to him and says, "What, you want me to gut him?" This fine, upstanding citizen says, "Where are they? Where are the bards? Where are the singers?"
Oh, those gentlemen. They left. It was the axe people. They said they were going back to Ye. You could. I'm telling the truth. Deception.
Yeah, give me a deception roll.
And it might be the rest of the party that did something to him. I don't know. I kicked him out. I don't condone murder.
Okay, so you do have a knife to your throat. I'm going to give you the ability to basically, let's say the hero's break, right? You can break free to do whatever it is you want to do on your action, but you need to do it now.
All right. I cast Sanctuary on myself.
Actually,
my
what's the
dragon
casting
mark.
time on Sanctuary, though? Oh, with your dragon mark? What casting time on Sanctuary is very long, though. I think it's really more of a ritual, almost.
This just makes people who do anything ill to me do a wisdom save. If they fail, they lose their attack or spell.
Oh, you're right. Casting time, one bonus action, right. Oh, you ward a creature within range against attack. So like creature targets a warded creature or must first make a wisdom save. Yeah, so you could very easily as a bonus action cast that on yourself. So that means
And
you can still make an attack or something as a
trying to
regular
find my
action.
DC for this. It's based on my charisma. So the DC for this will be 13. So if they do anything bad to me, they just have to make a will save. If they fail it,
Now you
they
still
lose it.
have a main action left to do if you wish. You basically did your talking action. That was a bonus action. You still do have a movement action if you wanted to, for some reason, want to provoke an attack of opportunity
Oh,
with someone with a knife on your neck. But you could theoretically, and you do have an action you could do. So if you wanted to say do dodge or something, you could do that as well.
yeah, I got Sanctuary on me. That's one protection. I will dodge and I will move into my hut. I don't have a dodge button on this guy.
All right, and we'll resolve that when it gets to finding upstanding Citizen 3's turn. All right, find upstanding Citizen 6 has a light crossbow and tries to make a punch at you, Nimi. Hitting you within the leg. Ooh, a very grievous wound right into your leg as you're kind of going in. Lee, it's your turn. It doesn't look like they see you.
Okay, what is allowable within this being invisible? Like, once he's back in the hut, it still stays up,
Yeah, so
etc.
what I'm going to kind of take the Spielbergian approach to this and kind of have it be a glowing portal, like a glowing doorway that opens up, almost Star Trek style, and you can kind of zoom on in. And because Nimi's hut is only allowed entry to those that he wishes, uh, they can't like punch through or whatever unless for some reason you were inviting them in, which in this certain case you definitely would not. So in this case, basically his arm would hit a kind of the edge of the doorway and then just be unable to go further. Nimi could kind of go backward into the door and do that. Likewise, you can go into the doorway at any given time that you want. Otherwise, with invisibility, you're basically invisible, it appears, until you were going to attack or take some kind of big visual or audio style action.
Okay. Would minor illusion fall under that?
I'd have to look it up real quick. It's an action, basically a little somatic and material component, so not even necessarily a verbal one. You can create a sound or image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. Yeah, so, basically whatever you
So
want
here's
to do.
what my plan is, and you can tell me if I'll be able to do it or not. It can go 30 feet. So from me, off in some direction, what I want to do is have a voice say, "Hey guys, they're over here." And that sounds sort of like one of the voices that I've heard.
What are the actual languages that you speak?
The languages I speak. Where would that be?
Just on your character sheet. And your
And
dragonborn?
abilities at the bottom.
Abilities. Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
All right. All right. Given what you know of Sarlona, you kind of make your choice there.
Oh boy. That relies on Lynn knowing things.
Or someone in the group you can remember something someone told you in the group.
I'm going to remember something someone told me in the group out of Common, Elvish, or Sylvania. Or Sylvian.
Well, it won't be Sylvan because they're not nature-y.
So Elvish or Common?
Well, we need to dial a friend. Does anyone in chat want to? If you're in chat, feel free to give Lee a hint. Otherwise, you know that they've been talking in common to each other. What would they do if they were trying to whisper in the dark orders to each other?
I mean, you know, the player's handbook doesn't really have Sarlonian in there or Dream Talk, right? So I guess
Ranger.
Common would be the best. Or yeah, you know what I mean? Like, how would we know to have that language? Common would be just generally a good way to go because they would understand it.
Yeah, and it's probably not going to be Elven either because I don't think they allow them.
Okay. Well, then I will, let's see, 30. Sort of over to my right, like down the path. If I can find a place that's sort of in shadow, kind of have it come from there.
Okay, so would you say by where you can actually, I think, draw on a map, can't you? But if not, you want to just put a little 10-foot square, 5-foot square, wherever you want it to be.
I'll try.
Yeah, that
Something
seems
like
like a good place. That seems like a good place. It is temporarily mostly shrouded in darkness. That seems like where someone might be coming from if you were going to hide somewhere and call out. Probably a pretty good choice.
Do I happen to remember one of the bards' names?
No. You just heard, well, there's an Aaron, and it's Aaron's Fine Singers.
Okay, I'll just have it say, "Hey guys, the singers are over here. They're knocked out," or something like that.
Ooh, that is cool. All right. All right, cool. So some of them at least turn around, including this orc guy. He's like, "Oh, I'm glad to hear that." Same with the guy who shot is just like puts down his, or like, "Oh crap, did I just shoot a customer?" And this guy who was kind of running away, running towards the where you last saw Aaron, kind of falters a little bit. Is there anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
That is a full action. So basically, I'm just going to hold position.
All right. This guy just sort of stands around because he doesn't really want to do anything. Not if he doesn't have to. This guy, though, runs up to try to help the other guy and make sure that he's okay. Kind of grabs him and starts trying to pull him away from the from the glowing portal of doom. Oro, as far as you can tell, you just got someone smacked into who's laying on the ground to your left. Otherwise, it looks like they can't see you, although Thug 1, which is right kind of off to your immediate left, has a pretty surprised look on his face.
Okay. Well, luckily, if you can't see me, you can't attack of opportunity me, so I'm going to move 5, 10. Okay, and I'm gonna hold my action until specifically for them to make an aggressive move against us again, and then I will cast a spell.
Okay. Oops, sorry. This happens. The guy who you saw inside of the tavern, who, remember when on your way in, you helped the guy as he was being overrun by pushing people against the door and everything, remember? Comes busting out of the door and attacks thug number 2. I'll just do it by hand. Misses, but does just sort of manage to start struggling with thug number 2. The fine upstanding citizen 2 starts running down here as if to think where he last saw you, Oro, and attacks the space in front of thug number 3.
Okay.
The person who had their knife to your throat tries to make one last attack on you, Nimi, as you slip through the door.
I took the dodge action and I have sanctuary.
Nice. So that would be first a wisdom 13, right?
Yeah.
Again, I'm just going to do this by hand.
Yeah, for some reason I didn't. The buttons were all set
makes
up
the
to have
wisdom
it
saving
fine.
throw. So it does make the wisdom saving throw, but is it going to be at disadvantage?
Yeah, because I'm dodging. Bobbing and weaving.
All right. I don't think that quite worked out, but I'm just going to say that was not a hit, and you're okay. But does take one more kind of stab at you as you get through the door. Thug number 1 pulls thug number 3 aside. Which was that other guy? Thug 3.
Actually, if you don't mind, I'm going to actually get those 2 beforehand because that will him trying to stab Nemi triggered my condition to make me cast.
Okay. Sounds good.
I've still got him targeted, so it's not gonna. You don't have to.
Sounds good. So go ahead and take it. Whichever one you want to attack, whether it's Fine Upstanding Citizen 1 or Fine Upstanding Citizen 3. Psionic Blast. Wow, okay. I don't know. How do I do that?
Did they make saves?
Oh, I don't know. Try it again.
I'm just going to click on the save button and see what that.
All right. That was a lot of saves.
Now I have to do all this weirdness. Hold on a second.
Anyway, no, because the first core one was failed. It actually checked it all, so there you go.
Okay, so those that failed will take 26. Those that succeeded will take 13, and the ones that failed are pushed back 20 feet and are prone.
All right, so yes, these 2 are pushed against the wall, essentially, slammed in it, and prone. And very wounded. They failed their saves.
And the other 3 took half, except for the ones that have evasion, I guess.
Okay. Well, there was only 1 that took evasion. The 1 and 3 escaped before it triggered.
No, that's what I was saying, that when it triggered, they were actually back here. before they went, because it was whenever someone stabbed Nimi that it occurred.
Yeah, well, we're just gonna keep with it though. They pulled out. They pulled him away before they got hit. That was enough damage for one round. That was fine. Fine upstanding citizen 2 though was in the middle of it and did, I believe, already take the 26 points of damage, so that was already taken care of.
Okay.
And actually, I think 1 and 3 already took the damage, but I'm still gonna let them complete their action of moving out of the way. All right. So I think we're at the top of the order here now. Thug 2 turns around and attacks your former Telper guard guy. And hits for about 1 point of damage. A little bit of damage. Doesn't look like too bad of a hit. Just enough to cause some trouble. Nimi, your turn. You're basically inside of the thing. You can come back out, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm going to come back out here and assess the situation. Then I'm going to... Looks like Aaron's gone, isn't he?
You don't see him.
I'm going to... Do I see Oro? Is he still invisible or not?
Nope,
Well, he's
I'm
invisible. He's not
All
visible
right.
to you. You basically figured where the attack went, though, because of the force and everything that it caused. You saw that happen, essentially, on your way in.
Bonus action, inspire Oro. And then I'm going to... Right, this is my first time playing a support bard and not a DPS bard, but I guess I'm just gonna throw one of my daggers at someone. Oh yeah, someone's turned behind me and attacking someone, so I'm just gonna be like, in the back. Looks like it hits.
All right, and that was on Thug 2, which was this guy that was basically in front of you that had his back to you because he was attacking the guy behind the door. So, boom, he took some damage.
And I still got some movement. And I have an advantageous move spot. I think I'm gonna pop it back in my mansion.
Why not?
I'm cheating the game. Ban me.
No, it's okay. You basically popped out enough to just do a quick attack and then jump back in. I mean, the doorway is still there. They just can't get in. And they only kind of see you. They see parts of you, right? But it's like this kind of, let's just say almost like a blinding white thing. You can't quite, you just lose focus on it as you go through the portal.
All right, and I end my turn.
All right. Well, this guy turns around to help his friend and tries to attack. And hits for a pretty significant wound. That guy could use some help if you want to help him. Number 10 turns around and starts bolting.
Michael Bolton.
Uh,
That's my vicious cringe spell.
Thug 3 stands up and starts moving toward right where you are, Oro.
Okay.
Oro, it's your turn.
Okay. Move over here. Okay. That's an action. So I guess I'll do it in this order. I'm going to hit Fine Upstanding Citizen number 9 with a Mind Sliver as my action.
All right. Failed that save.
Super.
And took quite a bit of what kind of damage is that?
Psychic.
So basically just like pain in the head, couple like scanners kind of stuff.
Yep. That's almost most of what I do. And then, since he's now susceptible, how wounded does he look?
Yeah, not that wounded.
Okay, in that case, I'll follow it up as a bonus action, a Mind Thrust, now that he's easier affected.
Succeeded.
Wow. Okay. Did the minus D4 occur to his
Correct.
save?
It did, yes.
Okay. All right. In that case, I think it's for half. Let me double check.
Should automatically apply it. So it looked like it tracked it just fine. Yep, it did. Cool.
Okay. And I pass my turn.
All right. This guy in the corner. So let me mind thrust. I need to look up that spell quick. It does have verbal component.
Yeah.
You propel a lance of disruption into the mind. So it actually does have like a physical manifestation as well that occurs. So given that, Fine Upstanding Citizen 6 is going to try to attack with a crossbow. Ooh, natural 20.
Ouch.
So that sucks as a critical hit. Right smack where it saw it come out, perhaps a little too close to your neck. For 16 points of damage.
That's a healthy amount of damage. I mean, not healthy for
hang on
me.
a quick second here. Okay, thug number 1 is the one who dragged what's thug number 3 out and is turning to basically try to help, but doesn't really want to get involved. A little on the cowardly side, perhaps.
Intelligent side.
This guy comes running forward, not really sure who to attack or what to do. Lee, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to try Shatter. And that does a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point within 60 feet. So let's see what I can do here.
That's the size.
This one? Or
The
this
one I
one?
have out.
Oh, 10 feet. Holy smokes.
That's what you said, right?
T-
That looks
10
like
foot
15,
radius.
doesn't it?
That looks like a 15-foot radius to me.
Yeah, but it does say 10 feet on it. That's weird.
Yeah. Can you pull it down a little bit? Just for more, realistic. There you go.
Okay, since you're doing that one, Alex, can you just position it over some folk that are not us for me, please? Just trying to get as many baddies in as I can.
One, two, three.
Whoa.
Here, let me do it. That's a
That's not
10-foot
right.
radius. It says 5 foot, but that's a 10-foot radius because that includes
Yeah, that
2
looks
squares
more
in every
right.
direction. Yeah.
So it would move up onto those 3 guys right there, basically.
Like these 3?
Yeah, Thug 1, 3, and 5.
All right.
And then let's see. Each creature must make a Constitution saving throw, or take 3d8 thunder damage, or half on a save.
All right, so you should be
So
able to drag a save-like function straight to those characters.
So let me cast.
The first one succeeds on its saving throw. That would be fine, upstanding citizen 5. It takes half damage and is wounded. The second one fails its saving throw. That was Thug 3.
I love clocks.
All right, so you should be able to roll the damage onto Thug 3.
Oh, I think it did all on all. Did it? It
No, because
says
they haven't done their saves yet. I think we're doing saves individually, aren't we?
no. It did cast. I targeted them and did cast and then
okay.
damage.
Okay, and then the third one, then Thug 1, also failed its save.
All right. So much for Thug 1.
Yeah, Thug 1 is down.
He's Thug 0 now.
Huh. All right.
Fine upstanding citizen 3 just took a whole bunch of psychic damage. It got plowed into a wall there and is pretty freaked out about the whole thing and does not really like what's going on, so is just going to scramble away briefly with fine upstanding citizen 1 saying, "You coward!" Fine upstanding citizen 1 walks over to here with a swagger and a look in his eye, waiting for someone to come out. This guy goes around a building and you kind of fail to see where they are. All right. The person who's been helping you out is going to attack.
He's like, insert your name on whatever module that we have to protect that won't stop fighting, even though we're trying to not let him die.
Misses with an attack, unfortunately, and just keeps fighting. Fine upstanding citizen 2 is trying to figure out what happened. Took some damage there and is not happy about that, but doesn't actually know who to attack. Citizen 7 thinks it may have seen where you went, Lee. So it takes a wild swing in the dark here. putting it at disadvantage. Oop, a second. Misses.
I'll
Doesn't quite
refrain
find
from
you.
saying neener, neener, neener.
Nashtai, your turn.
Okay, and it seems that I'm actually in the hut, and I didn't mean to be in the hut. I kind of meant to be where fine upstanding citizen number 7 is here. So how about if I just back over on this side and pretend I've been there all along?
Well, no, you can be on the basic backside of where the hut was in the area. That's fine. You've been invisible
Okay.
and as so far undetected.
Yeah, and I think what I'm going to do is hold my action to see if anything hits me or notices me, because right now nothing has, and I'd kind of like to keep it that way.
All right, no problem.
And it looks like, yeah, none of my comrades really need anything from me anyway, healing wise. And I mean, I could find. Nah, I'm big door blockers on his own for now.
All right, sounds good. Top of the order then. We are up to Thug 2, who is going to attack you, Oro. Saw where
Okay.
that came from. And hits.
Did he crit? Let's see, 23.
No.
1 second. That's fine.
2 points of damage. You got a mace slug. You were invisible, but you still basically, he knew where to at least direct an attack, and it looks like it collided. And thankfully, because he didn't know where you were, it was a relatively minor wound.
Oh, I'm invisible.
Oh, you're visible now?
Yeah, when I cast some spells, I became visible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. All
And
right,
I got
well,
shot at and
this
poked with
one's
sticks.
attacking big.
Anyway,
And hits, unfortunately. Big goes
Oh
down.
no!
Nimmy, you're up.
Give me a second.
Actually, that sounds good.
Well,
You know what? I want to actually take just a couple minute break here myself. Refresh some water and that sort of thing. So let's just take a couple minute break here. We'll be back in just a second if anyone needs to grab something quick.
Will do.
I'm sorry, Big.
All right, I'm back, and we're back. Nimmy, what were you up to? If you're back,
I'm going to step up, and I'm like, coward, well, you're a brute, and I will do vicious mockery at his face.
ooh, taste of his own medicine. This may have been the guy who cast it on you originally.
Oh, I don't know why I had disadvantage, but there we go. It missed. And then I'm going to, for my bonus action, I'm going to cast my healing word. I think it goes up another D4, right? Every
spell level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
And you can right click to make it do it. If you drag it.
Oh, okay. I'm going to cast that second level at Oro. And then hopefully my sanctuary can save me. Actually, my DC was 14. I forgot my proficiency bonus is a 3. Hopefully my sanctuary will protect me as I step back in.
All right. Yeah. The guy he was prepared for it, but he was not apparently that prepared because he had too much bravado. You popped right out, kabam, and just went right back in.
Yeah,
He
I
was
had some
expecting an
words.
attack, not someone who was just going to heal a friend and pop back in.
I told him I'm a pacifist.
All right, so Big is down essentially. Let's see. I can actually probably roll his death save, I think.
I mean, it's just a D20.
Ooh, rolled a 1. The poor guy.
No.
Let's call it 1. Fine upstanding citizen 2, who I actually need to make sure is now hostile, is going to run up to you, Uro, and attack. Misses with a 4. Fine upstanding citizen 6 is going to try to use the crossbow again at you. Hits, boom, with an 18. For 7 points of damage. Oro, it's your turn. You've got people swarming at you. Maybe time to figure something out, huh? There is a doorway behind you. Big just came out of it.
Yep. So here's a complicated action I would like to do. I'd like to pick up Big Door Blocker and take him with me, and I can heal him once again.
All right. Yeah, that sounds like a thing you could do.
Okay. So I'll get into here. I guess I'll move there. He can move with me, and then I'll heal him for 5.
Let me roll on thug number 2, who had a really good shot at figuring out where you are. I'm just going to roll a random die. And rolled a 1, so does not decide on attack of opportunity. Find upstanding citizen 2 as well. Had a pretty good eye as to where you were. And does try to make an attack of opportunity. So that is find upstanding citizen 2. Hits. As you're pulling him away, it slashes you across the arm for 8 points of damage. But otherwise, you escape unmolested and can bring Big with you.
Okay. Let me drop some healing on him real quick. Now, if they want to line up in front of the door, that's on them.
They are pretty stupid. They clearly are maybe not the smartest people in the world. Hello, they figured force in numbers, probably the way to take you out. Okay, it is, according to my initiative here, thug number 3's turn. Where's that guy? All right, he was running up towards you and continues to run right up in front of the door and tries to take a swipe at Big. Hitting. And does 4 points of damage to Big, who is not down. Fine upstanding citizen 7 makes an attack. I'm going to say an attack at disadvantage. How do I do that?
There's the invisible effect. You can check on invisible people if you want, and they'll figure out the disadvantage automatically. Because fantasy grounds.
Yeah, there you go. Still, got an 18. So does manage to hit you, Lee.
Ouch.
For 8 points of damage with a short sword. Thug number 1 also runs right up behind thug number 3. Probably not the smartest move.
I thought he's dead or unconscious.
Oh, you're right.
Thug 1
Thug 1 is dead. Let me remove that person then. Sorry.
So is Thug 3.
That person... Oh.
The one that attacked Big is an ex-person.
Oh, oops. Okay. Well, that's fine. We will replace him with this guy who runs right up in his place.
Okay.
Fine upstanding citizen 1 just swaggers there saying, You, the one who's making the door, come out and face me like a man. Meanwhile, fine upstanding citizen 3 decides to guard elsewhere. Fine upstanding citizen 5 comes over to stand next to 3, looking pretty tough, with a grin on his face. Nashtai, your turn.
Okay. Okay, Lee is not that badly injured. Oro is. And Big is. What do you think, guys? Oro or Big? It looks like I'm not going to be invisible after this turn.
Big, because he's got the least.
Oro, because he's a person, not an NPC.
I can't do play on hands as a bonus action, can I?
No.
Shoot.
Oh. You can guess my opinion on that, but
Okay, I am still invisible, right?
Yeah, at
Yes.
the moment.
I am going to sneak over here. Just going to sneak my way through because I need to be in touch range. I don't know how to tell you this, but Big is the only one Oro is the only one I can reach.
You can't reach Oro. You can reach Big, though.
Yeah, Big is in front of the...
Okay, I was looking at the wrong one. There are
He's not
4
reaching.
things here that all look very, very, very nasty. Okay. Sorry, Oro, but it's time for Big.
Use a
Because I
selfie
can't reach
stick.
you. I am no longer invisible. And I am scared. And that is my turn.
All right, Lee, your turn. What are you going to do?
Okay. One thing I forgot to ask last time, so I'll just say I did it this time. Nibbler was watching Aaron. Did he see what happened to him?
Nibbler says, it's hard to tell. I think he went invisible, but I think he might have gone around the corner.
Okay. So my fantasy grounds has just kind of frozen. There is a big pack of those people. I think I could get like almost all of the thugs that are in a group with that sonic blast again.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah.
But my thing is frozen. So do you want me to restart or
Ooh. Yeah,
how do we want to do
sucks.
this?
If you're frozen,
I can't target anyone.
If you're really frozen,
You are.
frozen,
So
then
let me
why don't
see.
you just do that quick? It's fine.
I might be able to get it. It's acting really weird.
Because it'll just be useful to have you be able to cast it on things and stuff.
There
But
we
yes,
go.
you could basically put it. I mean, I could kind of draw a circle here.
Does that look about right? The size?
Yeah, and you could, like I said, you could basically hit every single one of these in this square.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I have them all targeted, so I'm going to cast. There we go.
All right. The first person fails their save. The second succeeds. The third fails. The fourth fails. And the fifth fails. So only one of them succeeded on their saving throw.
Nice.
All right, so. Wow, 3d8 was 11 damage. Oh well.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. So there we go.
Every little bit.
Did that go on to them?
It looks like it did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see a bunch with damage, I think. Yeah, it looks like
Hit him where it hurts.
And I will also relay what Nibbler had told me, and that he is kind of keeping an eye on the area. And that's me.
All right. Fine Upstanding Citizen 6 is going to use a crossbow at you, Nash Tai. And misses. Thug 2 is not doing very well. It is also a little bit worried. Is going to take a disengage action and then start backing away.
You know, on second thought, I look at the time.
Fine Upstanding Citizen 5, however, is still going to charge forward. Or actually is standing next to this guy, saying, come on out, and basically holding an action. You can interpret that as you wish. Fine Upstanding Citizen 9 is going to try to attack you, Nash Tai. And hits.
Oh no.
For 5 points of damage.
I flinch as a reaction.
Nimmy, your turn.
Lord, there's a time in a day where a halfling has to be a human. A big human. So I cast invisibility and hide. No, I was kidding. No, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself. And then I'm gonna step out. He can't see me, hopefully. And I'm just gonna move over here.
Okay,
And
when you move over there, you suddenly see Aaron right around the corner, along with someone behind him.
ooh, wow! I got lucky. When you said around the corner, I was just guessing which corner. Well, this is gonna have to continue next on my next turn.
All right. Fine upstanding citizen 4 sees you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then readies an attack for if you move into its square.
He's invisible.
Is he?
Yeah, I cast invisibility and walked out.
Odd then that he'd see you.
It's not really surprising. I assume someone that Aaron was hanging out with could protect him from that.
Oro, it's your turn.
Yep. I'm playing in a second and opening up things.
Oh,
All right.
oops! It said I had Aaron targeted. My bad.
I'm gonna step up, cast, and step back. If that's all right.
All right. And what are you going to cast? Your psionic blast. You're just going to keep blasting their brains. One
Yep.
succeeds with evasion. One fails on an evasion check. One fails on an evasion check. One fails, and one succeeds. So it looks like 2 of them succeeded, but most did not.
Okay. So.
And they all took heavy damage there. A couple of them are looking pretty rough.
And they're knocked back 20 feet, and they're prone.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to go 5, 10, 15 hits the corner. 5, 10, 15 basically falls right down on the ground. 5, 10, 15, 20 hits the wall. 5, 10, 15, 20 hits there. 5, 10, 15, 20 kind of falls on the ground there, right? And does that look about right?
Yep. Or good enough for me.
All right, there you go. So, fine upstanding citizen 2 is over in the jumble pile and just gets up. All right, and just stays there for now. Fine upstanding citizen 7 is engaged in combat with Lee and continues to attack. Misses, thankfully. Fine upstanding citizen 1 also gets up. And stays there. Big gets to his feet and says, "Thank you, thank you. What should I do?"
Defend me and don't let anything else hit me.
Oh, where did you come from? Actually, he hadn't seen you. He was paying attention to Oro. But now he sees you and says, Thank you for saving my life."
Please feel free to return the favor.
I'll try. You notice he's weaponless.
Well, here's a dagger at least.
Yep, that
Oh,
can be
never
something
mind.
you can do
Here's
on
a
your
spear
turn.
I've got.
That's something you can do on your turn.
Sure.
All right. Fine upstanding citizen 10 is hostile. Also gets up. You can tell that they're all getting up trying to be tough as a group, but they kind of don't want to push it again because that was pretty scary and they were hurt pretty bad. And they're not dumb. Or are they? This guy runs up as if to attack. Lee, your turn.
Okay, I have a warlock question because I've never actually, aside from DDO, played a warlock. I have 2 packed magic spell slots, and that's the only spell slots I have. So are the 2 shatters that I did that uses those spell slots?
Yep.
Yep.
And they're all cast at their max level, so they're all cast at level whatever your highest level is.
Okay, well, I probably didn't do them at the highest level then. Oh well. All right.
It
So
seemed to work
then,
pretty good. I think it might have done it automatically for you.
did you? Okay. All right. So then I will Eldritch Blast this dude in front of me and miss.
Fortunately, you're battling around a corner of the building here, if you kind of see, and it looks like that's sort of what's making it tough for both of you to really score hits on each other.
And you have a second blast.
Oh, I do. All right. Well, let's try again then.
This time
Well,
you connect.
okay.
Kablam! Right in his chest. Boom!
What?
And he gets hit.
And Alex, remind me, is there something Nibbler can do at this point?
I mean, not different.
Okay. All right. So he's scanning the area. Has he noticed Lee
Yeah.
or
Good.
Aaron? Whatever.
Yeah.
Aaron.
He sees Aaron. He says, "Yes, he's back by the corner."
All right. I'm gonna basically telepath that to everybody, and that's me.
Oops, sorry. I skipped past you by accident. Nashtai, it's your turn.
I really wish I were invisible again. Let me see.
What you definitely know,
Whoa!
Fine Upstanding Citizen 6 right in front of you is shooting at you and causing you harm.
That's true, but I also see Oro here who is rather seriously wounded. I'm going to take a step back and do my lay on hands again. Let me make sure I can actually do that twice. It doesn't say how often I can do it.
You can do it up to
1
your
point
max
per level.
points. Yeah.
Times
Okay.
5.
Okay. So no, I have now used 2 of them. But Oro is now healthy, and I don't really have anything else I can do.
All right. Sounds fine then. So Fine Upstanding Citizen 6 sees you in his sights and continues to peg at you with the crossbow, missing as it thunks into the door, amusingly right where the 0 is. Thug number 2 is moving away until suddenly he bumps into, let's see, trying to find him. Oh, there he is. Fine Upstanding Citizen 6. Do you see him? No.
He's up. 6 is up near Noshchai.
Next to the bush.
Yeah, okay. Good. So he bumps, he's showing as invisible to me, but that he's visible to everyone else. That's fine. He bumps into Thug 2 and sticks a sword at him, or at least tries to. Hits. And wounds him. Say, "You do not run away from this." Fine upstanding citizen 1 starts to get brave. Turns around and rushes forward 5, 20, 25, 30. And tries to peg at you with a crossbow. Missing.
Phew.
Fine upstanding citizen 4 sees you, Nimmy, and runs up and stands there and says, I would do nothing if you want to stay alive. Aaron walks forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 with great presence into the hall, into the area, and says, stop if you want to live. He looks serious. See. Big just is on standing by you. Fine upstanding citizen 2 starts running away. As Mark, that's true. Fine upstanding citizen 2 is running away as fast as his feet can carry him, and he looks very wounded. 3 is backing away as well, as far as his legs can carry him. Nimmy, your turn.
Is this how you treat a customer? Can I pickpocket the guy that's just approached me?
You can try if you want.
Luck be my fingers tonight. Nope.
Nope. He looks down with your hand in his pocket and looks up questioningly.
I give him a smile. See, your pockets are empty. I'm trying to fill them.
Hey, Nimmy, you're using half proficiency.
Yeah, I'm not actually proficient. I'm using jack of all trades to pick people's pockets.
Oh, okay.
And okay, what can I do?
I'll give you an attack if you want. You could follow through with an attack, just because it's too great a thing not to.
All right.
You can do
And
Indiana
by the
Jones
way,
it.
your pockets are filled with lint.
Hit. Okay, and is wounded.
I hope that taught him some manners.
All right, fine upstanding citizen 7 is going to stop immediately, do a disengage action, and then back off behind where Aaron is, between you, Nimmy, and Aaron. Maybe he doesn't see you. 9 is also bolting as far as his legs will carry him. Lee, your turn. You see Aaron in front of you looking... Ooh, I don't know. What's going to happen here?
Okay, I will step forward a little bit and tell him, send your minions away and we will speak with you. Now.
They're not my minions. They help protect me. As you can see, our services are in high demand, and at the low cost we sell it for, you can imagine that I'd need some protection. I guess what I'm trying to find out is, why are you setting up a magical shop and asking us about where we're located? And you see a fire in his eyes in the middle of the night.
What?
You asked about Sarlona, remember? And you see
No,
the
I never
fire in
asked
his
about
eyes. You
Sarlona.
were there. You were
That was
there when it
me.
happened. But you
I
got
never
briefed,
mentioned that. I don't even
'Cause
know
you-
where that is, man.
because you also did the interrogation, so you all know what's going on at this point.
Interesting. Will you speak with us without your minions attacking us? Yes
Why,
or no?
sure. If you stop hurting us, but if I see any of you make any kind of move, and he looks not just at you, Lee, but also around his shoulder at you, Nimi, and over at Nashtai and Oro, you are not going to like what happens.
Neither will you.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, halfling blood is horrible stain to get out of clothes. You would hate it.
Shall we retire to our mansion to speak?
Do we want to let him into the mansion?
I was trying to help him distribute his scrolls. He's welcome in my mansion. I mean, if he could stop hurting me, that bolt hurt.
All right. Hey, just let him live for now. I would love to go inside of your magnificent mansion here.
Alright, well, you're welcome. I am of the mark of hospitality.
As a matter of fact, I am a master chef. And he starts walking into it. You're going to let him go through?
Yeah, just
All
Aaron,
right.
though.
Okay. Well, let's call back out that map then, briefly.
Don't forget to reconfigure it from mirror maze.
Oh, yeah.
He walks in like, what?
I like to watch myself shower. Sorry. And I re-mansion the mansion.
So he strides in really forcefully and quickly. Are you going to try to catch up to him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're still a ways on the map behind him. You're just getting in, and you see him actually with your wait staff heading back to like the food preparation area.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna clap my hands. I'm like, all right. Let he's offering us a cook. Spectral uh, servants, you can stop cooking. So you know how to cook. I actually am a chef myself. So I'm always down to learn and widen my experience. What kind of foods do you cook from Sirlona?
He seems to be completely ignoring you and continuing to walk backwards or walk towards the kitchen area.
Oh, I also throw my weapons to the left of the door as I enter the mansion generally. My rapier and dagger.
All right, what about the rest of the party? You guys coming through or what?
Sure. I'm going to
Yes.
give.
The thugs and the rest of the fine citizens glare at you, but they're under orders basically, and they saw Aaron go through, so there you go. You are now on the map. Let me bring you over. What about Big?
Big's getting gifted a spear, and he can come with if he wants. But
Yeah, he
He's
can come
very
in.
much willing to come with you if you're interested in having him. So,
sure.
all
I'm
right,
a big
I've kind
fan
of
of
placed you
Big.
on the map. So,
And Nibbler will swoop in but stay invisible. And kind of perch somewhere and keep an eye on Aaron.
So you see Aaron basically making a beeline to a back section of the mansion, maybe where he's not going to be seen. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna have my spectral assistants of the mansion keep an eye on him, but not bug him. Do they see anything peculiar?
He's making a beeline toward like the back of the kitchen and kind of looking at sort of where he can hide. Uh-oh, I think my fantasy grounds might have crashed.
I think you're correct.
Yep, host connection lost.
Yep, don't worry about it. It was probably me from holding down a control key wrong. However, if you want to take a quick bio break or anything, AFK break, I can cut the mics for a couple minutes if you want to.
Okay.
All right.
That could save us
All
a
right.
lot of time.
Okay. People can hear us again. I'm back. You guys okay?
Reconnecting.
Yep. Looks like people are mostly connected. Sorry about that. We had
I'm-
I think it's actually a network issue in my area. I noticed I had a little bit of problem earlier today.
I might need to be released so I can. Actually, I can't tell. Hold on.
I guess you could take this time to clean out or change the combat tracker because we got a tons of crap on there still.
That's true. We do. Let me. I've mostly just been keeping them on because you guys have been popping in and out enough that it's been worth doing. And for the most part, I just skip through them if it's not relevant.
At the very least, Big Door Blocker has a origin story.
Yeah, he's going to show up later, huh?
All right. So as far as I can tell, it looks like we're all back here. If anyone is in chat and feels like confirming that, that sounds great. Otherwise, I think we're good to go if everyone's ready. So you saw Aaron basically making a beeline toward a private part of the back kitchen. Unsure quite why, but you're ready to stop him if you want to. Otherwise, what would you like to do?
My spectral servant's he seems to be trying to hide around the corner. We should probably follow him.
I agree. I don't trust him.
Well, one of your brawnier types, go ahead, cause oh frack it, I'll go. Arun.
All right, he turns to you with a pretty clearly
Oren,
evil look in his eyes.
Aaron,
Aaron,
yo.
Aaron. It's like, but that's how it sounds. It's like whenever his
You,
name
the
is
guy
said,
with the
it
face.
almost like glides through your ears in a way that isn't quite correct.
But you're a young man, poor man, kicking a can. Gonna be a big man someday.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna demand him to tell me what he's doing.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna cast friends on him and demand.
Oh, okay. Well, cast friends.
Oh, whoops. Is that how it works? Darn. Do I throw the effect on me or on him?
Pretty sure it's on him.
Yeah, it
because
should
it's a
just on
save
him.
and then. Well, I take that back. The effect will probably go on you as how it actually work in Fantasy Grounds to make your rolls work.
And I guess he just makes a 14 save because there's no cast on my thing.
All right. Well, I'm going to say that. Well, let me relook him up quick. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fine. So you cast friend on him. It seems like it sort of works. He stops for a second. He was maybe going to do something, but what? Something that made him stop.
Can I persuade you to let us in on what's going on in your head?
All right. Let's see. Where are we in the turn order here? Lee. I'm gonna say Lee. What do you want to do?
I was going to, and I don't know if I still need to, do the charm Fey presence. Let's see. Starting at first level, patron bestows on you the ability to protect and beguile the presence of the Fey. As an action, you can cause each creature to make a wisdom saving throw. and be charmed or frightened, my choice. So let's see.
Fails a wisdom saving throw. Oh, no, actually succeeds. Okay. There we go. Nope, succeeded it. I forgot it. You just dragged it on and it worked automatically, whereas I was just doing it the old-fashioned way.
Okay, so let's see. So it didn't work?
Correct. Which makes sense that it wouldn't.
Right.
Okay.
I-
Tom, it's your turn.
I am going to cast Zone of Truth. And let me remember exactly how that works. Okay, I create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of my choice within range. And it has a range of 60 feet. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time or in a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. I know whether the creature succeeds or fails. An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. So it can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. So I am going to cast this on our buddy Aaron here.
I bet his charisma's super high.
You failed.
However,
He
did fail it,
failed.
yeah. All right. There you go.
So that is my action. That's pretty much
Burrow,
it.
it is your turn. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You see
Oh,
him-
that lasts for 10 minutes, by the way.
Yep. You see him getting ready to cast what looks like a, above your pay grade at least, powerful wizard spell. What are you going to do?
Well, I don't have anything like counterspell, so I'm just going to continue what I was going to do anyway, which is casting Detect Thoughts on him.
He's getting ready to cast Ice Storm.
Okay, in that case, I will try something else. We'll see. It might work.
Failed.
Oh, good. It does. That was it. Insinuation, incapacitating him, and
What do you mean? What is that she did?
the one that makes him take damage every time he makes a saving throw.
How did it incapacitate him?
So let me click this out real quick. Okay, and that'll be my turn.
No, but you're going to explain how you got incapacitated, though. I don't quite understand that bit.
In insinuation, you unleash a torrent of conflicting desires in the mind of one creature you can see within range, impairing its ability to make decisions. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be incapacitated.
For how long?
At the end of each concentration up to a minute. It gets a saving throw at the end of each of its turns. It takes 1d12 psychic damage, and it will, if he succeeds the wisdom save that he gets each turn, he's not going to incapacitate and it ends.
All right, so I need to figure out what the effect of incapacitated is. What does that actually do? Let's see. Does it just means what? Can't even cast or anything?
Yep, pretty much.
All right.
I'll pull it, read it to you. An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
basically you hear a bell sound go off, and there's like little lights streaking around his head, like a monk's done.
Okay. It actually is going to try to do a counter spell as a
Okay.
reaction. So the counter spell as a reaction. Let me see if I can get that one working. If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower, its spell fails and has no effect. So there we go. Okay, so it counterspelled it at the last second there, and boom, knocked it out. Also interrupted what he was doing.
Good enough. And he's not hurt anymore.
Okay. Nimmy, your turn.
Now I'm assuming my friend's spell works. Now, for the duration, you have advantage in all charisma checks directed at the one creature, and that isn't when the spell ends. Okay, so like, that isn't hostile against you. I guess he would be considered hostile, wouldn't he?
At this point, definitely. Although you have invited him in the mansion, you could revoke it, can't you?
Yeah, drop his butt, but I'm gonna use vicious mockery. I'm like, you're a bad guest. You tried to put an ice storm in my kitchen.
Hit.
He feels mocked.
Ouch.
That's what being caught a bad guess is actually really painful.
All right. Are you going to move at all?
Yeah, I'm going to move up to him and try as much of a halfling can look down on him. Man,
all right. Oro, your turn.
All right.
Succeeds that save.
All right. And as a bonus action, it's not as good.
All right. Let's see. Fails that save. That was an int check.
Let's see. That's this one. So 18 psychic damage.
Ouch.
I'm
not seeing it go to apply to him, though. Let me see.
Right. It healed him for some reason.
All right.
So
I'll put it up. There we go.
Because when I cast psychic spells, I can't use the regular interface part. I have to use something else to make it reroll my 1s and 2s.
Okay. Well, I just took 18 damage on him, so. And what did he take the last round? Do you remember?
He didn't take anything because he counterspelled it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
That's it. And I'll move, a little bit of distance between.
All right. Big makes a full-on run, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and tries to attack with his new weapon. What happened to it? Oh, it happened before it crashed. Just a second. I gave him a spear.
We're going to rename him Gung Ho.
Yeah. I'll give him a second attack. And that one hits.
Hooray!
Doing a nice score of damage. Lee, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to move out to the side so that we're not all in a little ball of aiming at. And I will Eldritch Blast. hit. And Alex, you said I do 2 of those?
That's correct. At 5th, you do 2.
All right. There we go.
Wow, took heavy damage. However, it is now Aaron's turn. He points a hand out right in the direction of you, Nimmy, and Big, and a blast of cold air erupts from his hands in a 60-foot cone.
It's one cone.
Blasting all of you. So make a.
That'd be why I
Let's
moved.
see. Let's see if I do the cold damage save. It looks like you succeeded, Nimmy. Big failed. Nashtai succeeded. And Oro failed. Big is heavily damaged.
Oof.
Nimmy, it looks like you're expired. Did you save that saving throw, though? You didn't, didn't you?
I don't know. I was gonna use cutting words, but I was too busy reading it.
Yeah, okay, so it automatically applied the half damage on a success. So I'm going to say you did. You must have failed it. Oops, sorry. And I'm actually going to let you have that half, too, because you're farther away there, Oro. Congratulations.
Okay.
All right.
Woo.
All right. So a big cone of cold just blasts out, and Nimmy, you are down. I mean, you're not expired dead, but you are at 0 hit points because you took the brunt of the blast right to your face from his outstretched hands.
I'll use my starter cake.
Neshtai.
You got me when I was crunching potato chips. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to move up to here. No, I guess I've got to move up to here because it needs to be in touch range. And I am going to.
Actually, wait a second, though. Nimmy, what happens if you go incapped and you've got Mordekainen's Mysterious Mansion cast?
Ooh.
Oh no.
I'm going to say that thing goes away, wouldn't it?
Oh no.
Let me win this spell. I do not see anything. Wait, no.
What would you want to happen?
Oh, we're on a map. I have not been seeing the map.
I say the thing vanishes when I go unconscious.
I would think so, too. All right.
Ah!
And what happens when it ends with people in it?
I would say that you all just sort of get plopped down outside.
It says when the spell ends that we all get ported, expelled out into the.
Expelliarmus, yeah.
Exactly.
All right. And Aaron is pushed back out through the door as if by force, stumbling backwards. I'm going to. Let me do a couple of things here.
Oh, Oro, you still have Bardic Inspiration. Just a reminder. Oh shoot! I still have an inspiration from the DM. I should have kept track of that. That would have been very useful to not incap myself.
All right, these are the ones who remain. I'm going to take off the map a few others.
Oh, did I roll a 1 against his ice thing?
I don't know if you rolled a 1, but you definitely didn't keep it or do very well. Because you took a huge
I
amount
tried
of
to,
damage there.
because like I can re-roll 1s as a halfling.
Actually, Comic Release is saying Mordenkainen's is not a concentration spell, and it says it lasts for the duration. So would it still remain as long as he was incapped and not dead?
Well,
Technically, yeah.
that's why I said, what would you want it to do?
Yeah,
remember,
I
you
think
have
it
the
I think we
would
all
to-
want it to stay, but
Well, but you have the ability to decide whether it stays or goes. Remember, you just ejected Aaron from it.
Why don't we let the stream decide? So, Comic Relief and whoever else is on here, you guys decide if we're out or in.
All right. That's always a GM call. Well, so I think, I asked, what you'd want it to be, and you said you wanted everyone out, which also interrupted Aaron's cone of cold and thus combat. So thereby allowing combat to, let's just say, re-roll initiative, huh?
All right.
that's everybody, right?
Yep. Aaron is looking pretty wounded.
Psychic creature taking psychic attacks.
Did Nashtai get her turn to?
No, because Nimi was incapacitated, so our mansion
Yep,
disappeared.
that's true.
But she was going to heal him.
That's true. Yeah, I'll let you do a heal. If you just want to drag a heal to Nimi quick, that's fine.
Okay.
Like as you're popping out and everything, you're all ejected near him, and you get the remainder of your turn. So you didn't even have to move or anything; you were just put right in front of him. So.
Well, he's still badly wounded, but at least he's not in cap anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that sounds good then. So if everyone's re-rolled initiative, we'll go.
Oh, are we rolling?
There we go.
Oh, is it already my turn? Because we re-rolled, right?
I just reset it, is what
Okay.
happened. But Fine Upstanding Citizen 6 goes first with an amazing initiative somehow of 37. Okay.
Is that the same guy who had a 38 earlier?
Yeah.
He must have crazy initiative.
Sees Nashtai and goes and misses with a wide miss.
Right back at you.
Fine Upstanding Citizen 7 runs forward and remembers his target. Misses you, however. Oro, your turn.
Okay, having had enough, I am going to use my Radiant Soul, which is how I activate it. My glimmers, two luminous incorporeal wings sprout from my back, and I can now fly and etc.
So you go all anime on us, basically. All of a sudden, this big comes by, you sprout wings, flip around in the sky, and then do your attack?
Actually, yes, I can do a bonus action because
Awesome.
that takes an action to activate. So surprise everybody, I can do a thing.
Very surprised.
Let's see, did I use this?
Succeeds on that saving throw.
Okay, and he'll take half damage. And let's see if it adds all.
Yep,
Did
do
not.
take half damage.
Hold on a second. I need to change that because I'll be re-rolling 2 of those. So it'll be for 10, so 5 plus 5. So it'll be
An additional 5
10
damage?
points of damage.
An additional 10?
Additional 10 damage total. Yeah. 5 of it is
Okay.
radiant, if that matters.
Okay.
Oh,
Nash
my
time.
turn again already. Okay. So I've lost track. I've now used 3 of my lay on hands. I have 2 left. And Nimi still looks
It's
to
a
be...
point total is what you have. You'll have that many points to distribute of the lay on hands. For the other things, you probably want to look for either the cure spell you have or healing word.
I'm a paladin. Neither. Right now I have lay on hands and nothing else as far as healing goes. So I will go
you would
ahead.
have had a total of 25 points of lay on hands, and I believe you dumped it all last time.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood what they said earlier, so I've actually used... Don't tell the DM I've used more lay on hands than I should.
Yeah, I know that.
So
It's fine. I caught that.
I thought I had... Yeah, I'm confusing it with the way they work in DDO, where you have a certain number of lay on hands.
Yep, that's fine. No problem.
You do have Cure Wounds is a paladin level 1 spell.
Why did I not take that? I probably shouldn't have said that because now the DM knows I don't have it.
Because you're not a very good paladin. That's why. No. It's
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Let's see what next time you need a tank. I'm gonna remember that.
Your interests are elsewhere. Who said that you were a Healy paladin? Nobody.
I was gonna say, Nashtai doesn't seem too interested in other people, so I totally believe she's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I am Kalishtar.
Yeah, exactly.
I am Kalishtar. And
Yeah,
also, boy, you're not a very good paladin, are you? Boy, somebody better remember that the next time he wants somebody to tank and take aggro.
Oh, I know.
Just saying.
Says the person who just died again this weekend on hardcore, idiotically. This guy. All right.
Okay.
Real quick,
it is still my turn.
Sure, just real quick, let me say it's 9:15. We're going to be going for about another 45 minutes here, and we will be wrapping this adventure up. It looks like we're actually getting to the final call here, because Aaron is looking pretty wounded, and you've got some attacks before he gets to attack, which is probably a very, very good thing. Let me just thank everyone who is watching over on twitch.tv/DDOstream every Sunday night, 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern. We do tabletop D&D here, D&D night on DDOstream, sponsored by Fantasy Grounds. You can find out more at fantasygrounds.com. They have the most virtual licenses of any tabletop, and it's what we're using here to make this all happen. All right, Nashtai, Aaron is wounded, very wounded, also very powerful. He just took out one of your people instantly and severely damaged many of you with a huge magical attack. What are you going to do?
I'm a paladin. My DPS sucks.
No.
Oh wait, I'm not a DDO paladin. I'm a different.
You're a
Okay.
5th edition paladin. You are DPS.
I am. Okay, and Nimi and Lee still get to go after me and Big before. Okay, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to move up here, and I'm going to swing my mighty ordinary longsword. Wish I had a magical one. Oh my god, that hits! Wow, that's pretty crappy. Oh, plus 6 bonus.
a very grievous wound grabs right into his side, and he lets out a huge scream. He's severely wounded. Check your sheet. Let me see.
Yeah, you
Paladin
could
5, I
probably
believe you have
pump a
extra
smite.
attack. You have an extra attack. For
I
sure.
do, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is also a hit.
Well, dude, your AC sucks.
Well, he's
Smite him.
just a normal-looking human. Wearing normal-looking human clothes.
Ah!
With
Killed
his
him.
swipe, just
Nice.
cleave him in half right to the gut, and he crumples to the ground and falls. The others get to their knees and just start screaming. What are you going to do? You can take him out?
Well, I can't do anything more, but I am going to hold my blood as a guessing this would be okay. It's a bonus action. I am going to hold my bloody sword aloft and look tough so that any of his minions who might be thinking of attacking me will think twice. And that is my turn.
All right, what about you, Nimi? What are you going to do?
I'm going to be very happy. I'm gonna go around here. Bonus action. Healing word myself real quick before I die. Where is my healing word? So you say I can just right click it, or
You
Yep.
should be able to.
all right? I'm gonna do it in third level,
There you
and
go.
then heal myself up a little bit, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm assuming I grabbed my rapier and I'm gonna stab this guy. I'm like, oh
It's an
no.
automatic hit. You
Okay.
can take him out. He is basically just screaming and holding his head, and you can just basically coup de grace him and take
All
him out
right,
if you want.
I coup de grace him. I'm like, this is what you get for doing businesses with me.
All right. Big is going to
Did I just get
wander.
skipped?
Oh, sorry. I think so. You're right. Lee, your turn.
Okay, because it blinked and then it was on big.
Sorry, I
All
accidentally
right.
forwarded you inappropriately. Your turn.
That's well, it happens. All right. So, dude in front of me, does he look like he's about to take off, or does he look like he
No,
needs some
the
more?
person in front of you is dead. Nimi just pierced him straight through the heart with a rapier. Aoran is almost in two pieces after being severed at the gut. Fine upstanding citizen 6 is still there with a crossbow, but is holding his head and just kind of reeling. Same with fine upstanding citizen 5 behind you, also just reeling, almost like he's going to vomit.
All right. I will approach this one and say, what should I say? Basically, are you back to yourself again? Are you going to be peaceful, or do we need to kill you?
Make a perception check.
Okay, perception. It's a
Alright.
dude.
You can't really see much, but he looks possessed.
He look like a man.
That's what I'd say. He looks possessed.
Okay, I will basically use my illusion to do sort of look like how Oro does. Just look really menacing and kind of point my dagger at him and just watch and basically hold my action until he twitches if I have to
Okay.
kill him.
Okay. Big door blocker starts wandering this way with an ear pointed outwards, but you can't really hear anything in the chaos at the moment. Fine upstanding citizen 5 decides to take his sword and slit his own throat.
Gross.
Very.
Normal cult business.
Aaron is dead. He just crumples to the ground. And Nashtai, why don't you make a perception check?
Ooh.
Do we need to heal this person?
Sure. My
I mean, I know that
perception
sounds crazy, but if he's possessed or something.
Yeah, I have
All right. Well,
crappy perception.
for a second there, you thought maybe there was something weird on his head, but you don't see it now. Now that
As
we've gone through
as a free action, can I tell my party mates, hey, I thought I saw something weird on his head. Does anybody else want to check that out?
All right, so now that we're at the end of that turn order, and we're at the start of another, everyone who can is able to take an act, is basically alive. The two upstanding citizens left are just screaming and holding their own head, and that's about all you can hear, except maybe you start hearing screaming from around you too. Maybe a little screaming actually through much of the town.
Hey, Nimmy, you seem to know about this kind of stuff. What's going on here?
Oh, I know a little. Oro knows some too. It seems okay. So the creatures from a realm that's made up of our dreams, and I'm assuming that this person they're either in mourning or being sent back, which is probably really painful to the host, and the host is of course acting naturally by screaming.
Because it hurts.
And it sounds like the whole town is echoing with some screams of people. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to maybe think these are the people who consumed the potion today.
Right.
Because they have brain worms.
So where is the stash?
Well,
It's
probably
probably
in this
where
tavern.
Well, he was burying something by that tree. We probably should dig around
Yeah,
there.
let's go check where Nibbler saw him burying something.
So when it comes around to me, I'm gonna use detect thoughts, so I can scan around for, I don't know, maybe lines that are about.
Well, you hear a lot of thoughts, a lot of jumbled, painful thoughts, a lot of screaming, a lot of people in great psychic pain all around you.
Well, I guess I'm gonna float above wherever there's disturbed ground, and to those different thoughts as I encounter them, I will send messages of reassurance and comfort to try and help them maintain their minds, as opposed to
Everything's
whatever's
going
trying
to
to
be
tear.
all right.
All right, so I am going to say Lee and Nimi are the first to come onto the pile where Lee, your pseudo dragon, said he was probably burying something. What would you like to do?
Let's see. I don't have a spear, but I will kind of see. It's like a mound, like a small.
Yeah, almost like
Mound that we
what a
see.
dog would bury a bone, kind of thing.
I'll hand you an empty beer mug, and I'm going to use one of the two beer mugs in my backpack to start digging.
Okay, yeah. And so we'll carefully start digging at the hole.
Okay.
Or the mound, rather.
All right, so you see in the mound a potion, and inside of the potion it's dark. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, well you see, despite the darkness, maybe something wriggling inside.
Ew, it's a worm.
That's great for tequila.
Not if it's one of those brain worms.
I doubt they would put their children in the ground.
Well, is
Maybe
there?
he thought. Sorry, go ahead.
There's only one. There's one potion here.
Yeah, it's a big full flask, clear, big bottom flask. In
Does
the
it
bottom,
look
in
the same or different than
it's a
anything that
murky.
we've seen?
Well, you didn't really get a good look at the potions last time around, and as a matter of fact, you also saw. Actually, it wasn't even potions; it was scrolls, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And so this isn't a potion, and it's some kind of dark purple liquid, and something is wriggling inside of it.
He may have been putting it here to protect it. So
Right.
he may have buried his child in the ground if he thought it would protect it.
Well,
Or
then
himself.
put it in a cup, and I'll pour some vodka in it.
Did you say your people were coming to check this out, Nimi? Can you contact them and say we have a worm in a jar? What do?
Oh yeah, okay. I go to the local payphone. No, I was kidding. I do a sending to.
And you could do that instantaneously or instantly.
It's a spell I have.
All right.
And I just grab my 1980s cell phone that I used to cast it. It's this big or gray brick, and I'm like, oh, this is Nimi Diglanda, and we took care of the situation in town that I talked to you about. There's a writhing living being or living thing on the ground. What should I do about this?
All right. Make a perception check,
Everybody or Nimi?
Nimi. Very good perception check. You think something wasn't right about that message. Now make a wisdom save. Excellent. You saved that wisdom. You heard back something saying, "Open the bottle."
Man, I want Nimi's dice.
Right?
It's like that in most games. Actually, I don't know. I have luck. I don't. I think we should just. They're telling me to open it, but there's something not right. I think we should probably encase it even further.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we should probably. I don't know. There has to be a way.
Maybe it's
Oh.
coronavirus.
Coincidentally, my band, my local bar band, is called COVID-19. It's pretty sick.
Oh, that's terrible.
All right. Well, you have a wriggling thing. Something was just trying to penetrate your mind. It was blocking communication outwards. So something is pretty powerful. Lee is holding the bottle. Big is just standing there. Nashtai, you just did a heal. Lee, I guess we're going to go back. Oro, is there anything you wanted to do? You're kind of far away from this. Yeah. You're going to need to move up if you want to, but.
Well, yeah, I'm up in the air above wherever they were digging.
Okay, that's right. You're up in the air, so you have a pretty good eyesight. You can basically stay where you are. That's fine. You have pretty good eyesight as to what's going on. You see Lee kind of picking up this bottle of something, and actually, if you want to make a perception check too and roll halfway decent, I'll let you see what's inside the bottle as well.
I'll use this inspiration because I've got
there
it.
You go.
It's a 10% experience elixir now available at the DDO store.
Nice. It makes you think you're paying less for the inspired quarter pack. Well, it looks like you did pretty good there. Rolled a 20. Well, that was Nimi, actually. You rolled a 14. 16 total. So yeah, okay. You see inside of it something wriggling. Something is alive in there.
What kind of thoughts does it have?
It's dark, evil, rage.
Okay. I'm gonna look down with my
Anybody know what this is
radiance.
and how we can destroy it?
With my
I'd say
radiance
let's
and
put-
say, kill it.
I was thinking more like put it in the mansion so I can get a proper sending to Galanda and see what the dragon marks have to say about this.
I think
Lee,
that's a
I'm
fine
going to
idea.
put you on the spot. It is now back to your turn. You're holding the bottle. You can actually feel something trying to come out of it as well. What do you want to do? Your brain is telling you to smash it.
My brain is telling me to smash it.
As a form of
So-
repulsion, more than anything.
Right. So if you're holding something and you double Eldritch Blast into it, how does that work?
Oh, I would say a little bit like probably something in the movie Gremlins, you know, when they went into the microwave.
Well, I'm going to microwave it.
I mean, you know, immediate force, and you're basically going to shatter it into a bunch of million pieces. With an
Please
Eldritch
point
Blast.
it away from the rest of the party before you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty much going to cup the bottle and like Eldritch Blast straight in towards the creature twice. Bam, bam.
It felt like a sonic blast, but your ears are ringing, but maybe it was all in your head. With the shattering of the glass bottle, this pow just explodes outward, and you all feel suddenly disoriented until you're basically back with a ringing in your ears and a headache. The screaming has stopped. It's very, very quiet. And that is where we're going to wrap up the adventure.
Oh no.
We saved them. I'm guessing that was the thing that was making the fact that it was still alive was what was making all the
Indeed.
townspeople still feel pains,
was,
and we
it
saved
was-
them.
It was waking up, and you probably wouldn't have liked what would have happened if you had not chosen to smash it.
We should take showers now.
Yes.
Yeah, pop
That's
that mansion
true.
back up.
You do actually have an inn there, and you're right next to the inn, so you kind of wander back into the inn, and the innkeeper is still there, half asleep, kind of arm draped back across the counter, wakes up and sees you coming in, and says, "What now?"
Maybe have a room, my good sir.
Just take it. Just take it. And you pretty much have free reign of the inn for the rest of the night. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Don't quite know what we're going to do next month, but April, I actually have a free month, so I think I'm going to do a one-off, a real quick one-off. As a matter of fact, I'm considering doing something like a 3-hour tour.
A 3-hour
Yeah,
tour.
And so we'll see how this goes, perhaps next month at this time. But otherwise, we do have shows every Sunday night with Dungeon Masters. And it's our schedule right now has Stormreach Chronicles with Patrick and crew on the 29th, and on the 22nd, Heroes of Battle Rise with Kevin. So that's actually next Sunday, and I'll be a part of that one there as well. So any last shout-outs before we call it a show?
Thanks for running. It was really fun.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
Yeah, I had a blast.
All
It
right.
was nice encountering some things that were on for most of us. Sorry, I forgot to press down the button. Otherwise, check out Eldritch Entertainment, please. We sell DM screens and other DM accessories.
Yep, cool stuff.
DM screens that are perfect for the tabletopping you'll be doing while you're quarantined for the next month or two, apparently.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, actually, I've got one of the screens. They are really, really beautiful. They are like in a castle motif, and you've got some other things available as well. So you can just check that out. It's eldritchentertainment.com. Let me do one last shout out to our sponsor, fantasygrounds.com. They're also on the cusp of releasing a completely new version of it, which should be really, really cool. They're going to be utilizing really modern Unity tech to supplement what they're already doing, and it's looking great. So you can find out more at fantasygrounds.com. All right, thanks everyone. Hope you have a good night. Talk to you soon.
Night. Thanks for watching.
Bye.